Hello my friends, how are you? Welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here, welcome. My name is Dana, and today I'm kind of late, but I am doing my 2025 debt confession and setting up some goals. So I've already tried to film this, and then I feel like I said too much of what I did not want to say, and so I'm filming it again. So we are going to do this. We're going to do it quick. It's just going to be simple. It's going to be facts. It's going to be on paper. It's going to be black and white, head to toe. There you go, So I am a full-time nursing student. I work 2 jobs. One of them, I am a phlebotomist, and I'm liable for 6 shifts a month, which include weekends, and then, which kind of helps with school. But I also work in a pharmacy for Walgreens, which just informed me that they are closing my store because we don't have a drive-thru. Isn't that amazing? Yep. So they're closing my store, and I don't know if, because I only work 1 day a week. So I don't know if I'm going to have a job moving forward. I don't know if I'm going to, I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen. And so with everything going on, I'm just like, my mind is exploding. So in January, I wanted to sit down and write stuff, but I was just all over the place, and I could not function at all. I was going through a rough time mentally in January, and it was just too much for me to handle, like, everything that was going on. And my job hadn't given me, like, any hours at all, like the one where I'm a phlebotomist. So because of that right there, I was just like, look, I don't even want to think about my finances. I'm going to pay my bills as they come in as much as I can, but I don't want to know how much I'm in debt. I don't want to stress myself out any more than I have to, because there's no way. Like, half of the payments I couldn't even make. So then, like, in February, I had already accrued interest charges and, like, late penalties and all this other stuff. So then in February, I was trying to go through everything, but then I was getting hit with, like, exam and, like, everything, and picking up every single shift that they would allow me to pick up, because I had no money in January to even, like, put gas in my car. So it was bad. I'm a household right now of 4. I live with my boyfriend, and he's technically my fiance. He literally is pissing me off because he bought the ring with my daughter. I know that it like exists. We have a wedding date, which is October 24th, 2026, but I don't have a damn ring on my finger, and I don't have it because he wants it to be special. But, like, we're still poor that we literally don't go anywhere. We can barely afford food. Like, I'm like, what are you waiting for? Like, like, our lives, our situations are not going to improve anytime soon. Actually, they're not improving at all, and they're getting more complicated, and that will be another video to discuss everything. But oh my god. Okay, so as I go to school full time, I have clinicals, so that means that I work 2 9 to 5, 9 to 12 shifts, right? No, one of them is, I should just say 8 to 12 hour shifts for free at the hospital as a nurse because they're my clinicals. Don't worry, that was not gunshots. That was a car backfiring. I want to get out of this neighborhood so bad. Nobody will rent to me because I have Section 8, and Section 8 is the only thing that is saving my ass right now. So yeah, I can't give that up, and it's pretty bad. It's sad, but it's bad. So that is the gist of my life right now. So we're going to talk about my student loans. So my student loans, right, I have 8 of them apparently. So I started college when my kid was little. My son, he ended up being on the autistic spectrum. He's a special needs child, high functioning, but it's very, very complicated and difficult, and I basically dropped out of college so that way I could take care of my son. And yeah, I do have a daughter who's smaller, but unfortunately my son needed the most attention, the most help, the most, like, I just sit into the classroom and help him do his work because he was all over the place and no one could help him. So it was a mess. So I started out going to school and I had to get these loans, and then now I'm finishing going to school. I am, like I said, a nursing student. I am semester 2, so I have 2 more semesters to go, and I will be an RN. And then I have to transfer over to RIC, which is partnered with my school, and I guess I can go to PC if I wanted to, but I'm gonna go to RIC, and I have to do my bachelor's and then my master's and continue to grow wherever I can. I guess I don't really know, but right now I have 8 loans. So one is for $5,503, and this is an older one. $4,800 or $4,080. $3,432, $3,065, $2,250, $2,075, $1,816, and then $538. All of this comes out to being $22,759. Now, the good news is that these are all in kind of like a deferment because I go to school right now. So I don't have to pay anything for 2 years. But if you have the money, it's easier to get, because these are all interest free until you're done, and then I'm not really sure how it works afterward. But I do know that I never really took out this much money, and then the interest got me, and then at one point they were like in default, and then I had to pay money on them, and it was just a mess. So I gotta figure out how to, even if it's $5 a month, to put something toward this, because this is what's gonna hold me back in the future. As of right now, not really. But does student loans ever go away? Unfortunately, they don't. So it's something that, even though you don't have to deal with it now, you should try to deal with it now. And because I have 8 of them, I'm like, even if I put $5 on all of that would be $400 a month, and that would help in the long run. But I will come to this bridge a little bit later. So right now I can't focus on that. Okay. My electric and gas bill every single month for some reason has been running so high, and I've talked to other people, so I can't throw myself a pity party and be like, why is my electric so high? It's ridiculous. No one can afford this, and unfortunately, what they tell me? They tell me, hey, mine is the same exact thing, so how about you stop crying about it and pull your pants up, like be a big girl. Like, put your big girl pants on. Okay, so I got it. My bills have been running about $400 a month. I've been paying every single penny I can toward it that I can afford without taking gas out of my car and, food out of my kids' mouths. So, yes, dealing with that. I owe a balance of $365.95 for my electric bill. My gas bill is the same exact thing, $255.95. So these ones right here I have to work on, and I hate that I did that, but that's okay. I have to pay these right by April, because, or I believe it's May. Pay down by May. Because the thing is that in Rhode Island, in the winter time, they don't give a shit. They will just let your bill continue to rise, and they don't care at all. But once it hits spring, like, you're screwed, because they will cut your stuff off, and they don't care. Like, they don't care that you've been making as much payments as you can. They don't care that you've been struggling with stuff. Like, they literally are like, we don't care. We want our money. So, yeah, I'm still working on this, but as of right now, I got to pay that down. All right, so on to the credit cards, guys. I don't want to say I have a shopping addiction, but I have an addiction where no matter how much I was saving, it wasn't enough for how much I needed to spend. And when you live above your means, and your means are like barely enough to make bare minimum, like, it's crazy. And so that's unfortunately where I've been. So I would have to go places, and then they would be like, oh, just open up this credit card. And then I'd be like, okay, so I can put the money toward my electric bill instead of paying for these pants that my son desperately needs for his party that we have to go to. You know, it's been one of those. So, with that being said, Old Navy, right? $165.03. Again, had to open this because we were going to a work party for my boyfriend, and none of us have decent clothes. Like, I live in sweatpants now and scrubs. Like, seriously, I go to the hospital, I have to wear a certain scrub. I go to work, I wear a different scrub. I go to Walgreens and I wear a different scrub. Like, everything is different. So I wear scrubs 6 days a week. So, yes. I have a Kohl's credit card that I opened, but I never used the money. I never spent it. I was going to, and then I ended up not doing it because I found something cheaper actually at Old Navy. And so I had already had that up, which wasn't the best. But I'm going to need it in the future because, well, in a couple months you'll figure that out. So subscribe to my channel, guys, because my life is about to get even crazier. Yay! Amazon, I owe $265.70, which I feel like that's ridiculous, but I have been trying to pay down whatever I can. All right. Walmart, I owe $246.86, and this one right here, my friend, is for food and regular stuff that you need on a regular basis. I'm not going out and buying McDonald's every single day. Like, I actually don't drink soda anymore. I don't go to fast food. I've been I've been eating a lot of salads. I've been drinking a lot of water. So I'm trying to get my health right, even though I'm gaining weight like crazy. And I think it's just so. Sephora, $452.86. And that one is because I got a shit ton of freaking fees. And yeah, I didn't pay it for 2 months. So accumulation is real. Hello, Avery.
Hi.
Are you gonna say hi to my friends?
No.
Okay, fine. Don't say hi to them. They're all just gonna sit here and judge you.
Okay.
Yeah, she's a poo-poo head. Go ahead and write that in the comments. Avery, poo-poo head. Yeah, we're gonna internet shame you.
You mean cyberbully?
Shut up. My brain doesn't work anymore.
Yo, you should put in my mom's stupid.
Anyway, so TD Bank, I owe $220.99. And the thing that makes me so mad about this is I actually got them down to like where I only owed like $50. And then I somehow ranked up all of the stuff because I was paying like tolls for this money. So I have to drive an hour and over 2 different toll bridges every day. So that way I can go to school. I think it's 2 different ones. Yeah, it is. To and from. Okay. So I have to pay tolls every single month, and that's been coming out of this one. So not good. Not good at all. All right. Burlington, this one, oh, Christmas. Yep. $220.77. BJ's, $958.41. And this one right here, I have to admit, has been spent on food, but at the same time, I'm like, oh. No, I probably won't even know that it's done. Sorry, guys. She's gonna do laundry. I don't know if you've seen on my channel, like in 2020, I had bought like a washing machine. It was like this little, like, apartment size washer or whatever, portable washer. I still have that, and it's 5 years later, and it still works perfectly. I mean, don't jinx it, you know, because I needed to continue to work. But yeah, because when I go to do laundry at the laundromat, it's like $60 to $100 a month to do laundry. So I've been using that one as much as possible. And yeah, that thing is a miracle. So if you ever think about getting one, I know that they're not, I bought mine for like $120 or something. I know that they're not that price anymore, but if you have to go to laundromats because your apartment building sucks and they don't allow you to, you know, do laundry in the basement or have washer dryer hookups and all this other stuff, definitely go there. Because if my landlord allowed us to have a washer and dryer in the basement, even if they made us pay for it, I would, you know. But no, I go to the laundromat, it's $60 every time, every 2 weeks. And I have to go there to do my pillows, my blankets, and my towels, and it's still $60 every 2 weeks. So it's ridiculous. Anyway, back to this. Lane Bryant is $6.93. This one I bought one thing that I desperately needed. I don't remember what it was. I think it was a bra, because my bras be snapping on me, and yeah, these girls are heavy and they need support, and I can't support them the way that they need to be supported. And sometimes I gotta buy them an $80 bra so that way they could be kind of near where they're supposed to be and not down at my knees just getting knocked every time I walk. But that's besides the point. Sorry fellas if you guys are watching this. Alright, so I had to buy that. I was able to pay this one down. I only owe $6.93, so I'm good. And I have this in my account, so I might not even, by the end of this month, owe this much. So, yay. Concord. Concord is for my bed. So, I don't know if you guys were here, like, last year when my cat got really sick with diabetes. And my girl cat feeds off of my boy cat. And so, when my boy cat was really, really, really sick, Elias, my little babies, when he got sick with diabetes, Ellie, who is his twin, was peeing on everything. Every single thing. And I don't know if it's because she didn't want to use the bathroom, because his pee was like just non-stop and he would flood the litter boxes, or what it was, but she decided the one place that she wanted to pee all the time was on my bed. And my house smelled like pee. Like, I felt like I always smell like pee. Like, it was so bad. So I had to go out and buy a bed. The bed, I ended up going to multiple different places, and then I got aggravated and ended up going to the last place. It was Raymore and Flanagan, and I walked in and I was like, just give me a fucking bed. And so I ended up buying like the cheapest bed that they had, and I think it was like $1,800. I spent $800 in cash. I put $1,000 on the thing. They wanted me to put all of it on there because they gave me a credit limit of $2,000, but I said no, absolutely not. So I have a really good mattress, which is good. But yeah, it just sucks. I have one of those, we call them the bad grandpa beds, because it's like an adjustable bed where it would like it goes up, like it's, I don't know what it is, but the head of the bed goes up so that way it helps people get out of the bed. But it was literally the cheapest one that they had that could fit into my house, because again, nothing fits into my house at all. No mattresses, no box springs, like nothing. So I have to get certain things. Like, it's hell, guys. I need a new apartment as soon as possible, and I'm trying to buy a house, and I'm struggling. I'm struggling so much. I'm out of breath, guys. Yeah. So I still owe them from that $1,000. I owe them $445.15. So it does accrue interest. I've been trying to pay down so that the interest is like not that significant, but it's something that I definitely want to get rid of ASAP. AAA. This one is killing me. Oh my god, this one's killing me. So with my AAA, I owe $2,823.29, and I put an Astro Star, whatever they're called, asterisks here, because I have to pay this down. This one, the interest alone is about $80 a month. So I pay like a minimum payment of $100, and then the interest by itself is about $80. Like, it's beyond ridiculous. So I gotta work on paying this one down. Target, I missed a couple payments, and I did really bad by Target, but I love Target so much, and I understand why they penalize me. But I owe $1,092 for this one right here, and I'm very upset about it. But I am trying, and I'm gonna get this down. This right here was Christmas, and cat food and toilet paper, and yeah, my cat, unfortunately, you can't just buy him like the cheapest thing. His stuff costs like $16 a bag, and it's every two weeks. And the sad thing is that someone's like coming into my house. What are you doing? Hi. Alright, anyway. It's very kind of sad. My cat actually should be on like the 32-pound bag of cat food, but that would only last about a week and a half, and I can't afford it. So I'm doing what I can, but yeah. And then that's another thing is my cat's insulin is like $200 every single month, plus the visit to do his insulin shots, make sure that his blood glucose is good. So it's been a mess. Whenever I have free money, whenever I have anything, like I had sinking funds, everything that I had, I just used toward my cat. And I'm surprised I haven't had to take like a personal loan out yet, because that's where some of this money went to, is because I couldn't afford my cat's vet visits. So yes, we're still working on that though. But the Target one, pretty expensive. Again, it was $1,092.58. My Best Buy is, it's stupid. So my son needed a laptop when he went to school, and he didn't have enough money, even though I kept telling him to save money, and I had to open up a credit card for him. Then I had a gaming computer that I paid cash for, and I owe nothing on that thing. And when I went and got into nursing school, they said, no, you need an iPad. And I was like, but I don't want an iPad. And they put in their notes, this is a requirement. You have to have this. And so I had to buy an iPad, and another $800 later to $1,000 later, I now owe Best Buy $1,703.11. So not good. Not good at all. All right. The last one is going to be my Hot Topic. So with Hot Topic, I owe $168, and this one right here was again for Christmas presents and stuff like that. So yeah, it's fun. So my credit card total for all 14 of these credit cards, and I am including the electric and gas, is $9,373.58. Like, that's ridiculous. Almost $10,000 in credit card debt. So, oh my god. Yeah, it's disgusting. It is really bad. And like, I understand in January I was like, I ended up, my job didn't schedule me for the whole entire month, as they said that in December that my stuff was handed in too late, which it was handed in on the 2nd instead of the 1st. And the reason why it was handed on the 2nd is because we were closed on the 1st, and so I couldn't figure out how to get it to them. But that's not the point. The point is that in January I didn't have a job at all, and so this stuff just accumulated, and it got worse, and it's not good. And then these loans, yeah, I gotta take out another like 11 grand. So that way I can finish nursing school next semester and the semester after that. But next semester is my maternity semester. So I'm kind of excited because I'm going to literally be delivering babies. Like, how excited is that? But with my student loans and my credit cards, I am $32,132.58 in debt. That is the most ridiculous, disgusting number I think I've ever had to deal with. And I'm trying to buy a house because nobody will basically rent to us, and this house is too small. It is too small for 3 people, and then now there's 4 people, and it's too small for 4, and my family is expanding. I'm not going to go into detail on all of that, but I just, yeah. And he has kids, and we're trying to move one of his kids up here, and we're just trying to figure out life, and we have no place to, we don't even have pantries. Like, we don't have nothing. So it is really hard, you know, when you don't have anything that can fit into your house, and then like there's multiples of you, you know. It's really bad. So with that being said, trying to work on that as much as I can. Okay, so my goals is down here. Let's see. So I need to try to buy a house with some land. I don't really qualify for anything at all, which sucks. But I'm going to try to pick up more shifts, and I'm going to try to do everything. Justin does work 2 jobs. And he helps me by giving me $1,000 a month for rent and all that other stuff, which is amazing. My son is special needs. He's never going to be able to live on his own. He can't really cook for himself. He can't clean for himself. Like, he needs to be told to bathe. Like, he's not going to make it on his own. And I don't want to, like, talk shit about my kid, but he's not going to make it. And so I gotta get a place where he has his own space, and then I can get away from it, because after 20 years of dealing with something like this, you don't want to deal with it anymore. Like, you just get so exhausted. And I don't have a basement, so you know how they're like, oh, like, my 40-year-old kid lives in my basement. I don't even have a basement. Like, if I had a basement, I'd be happy. Like, I don't have one. So it's hell, okay? But it is what it is. This is my life. So my credit score right now is 600 out of 850, and I need a credit score of 620 in order to qualify for a home. So they said that it could be about 540, but the more or the better your credit is, the better it's gonna work in your favor to buy a home. My credit card utilization, or like my use, I guess, is 66%, which, I mean, it is smaller than 100%, but it's still way more than the 30% that the homeowner or the home buyers class told us that we needed. So in order to qualify for a home, I went to one of those home buyer classes, and they actually helped me with a lot of stuff. They said, this is what you need, this is what you have to do, this is what you got to pay, this is how much money you got to have, this is what you need to do. And right now I'm trying to figure out how to make this happen within like the next 6-7 months, because shit is about to change in my life, and it's just crazy. It's just crazy. So my collections, I have 0 in collections. I have 0 personal loans, which is amazing for right now, unless I'm gonna have to take out a loan for my kids' college. So I gotta start saving for that, because I'm not letting her pay for it. I'm going to pay for it, because she is going to be amazing. And she graduates this June, and she's going to go for school for a surgical tech, and she's going to do so good. Like, I'm so proud of her. So I got to get her a laptop, and I got to get her a, like, she has a Chromebook, but that's not the same thing. But I have to get her a laptop, I have to get her school supplies, I have to get her all this stuff. So I know that that's something that I have to work on. Personal loans, like I said, I don't have any. Auto loans, I don't have any, but this might change because my car is not big enough to support 4 people. So, and one of the doors doesn't even open because it was broke. Like, I can't unlock the door. Like, it's just permanently closed. And then a home loan, I don't have one, but I'm hoping to get one. So they said that when I went through the buyer's class, they said that student loans don't really count against you, but they do see that that is a debt that you have to pay going toward the future. Now, I am in healthcare, so there is a chance that some of this can be forgiven, but will all of it be forgiven? Absolutely not. Like, no. And I think that you have to, like, pay off a certain amount before they even consider loan forgiveness. So I need to start working on this before interest accrues, because once the interest, just, it's gonna kick my ass, like, so bad. Like, and when you think about it, you're like, oh, nurses, they make so much money and blah blah blah. In Rhode Island, nurses make like $30 an hour. CNAs make $23 an hour. Nurses make $30. So yeah, I'm just like, fuck. Yeah, that's the word. So my goals are going to be, this is my total, and I need to get this down. I don't care if it's down by 12 cents next year or in 6 months. I need this down. So I'm going to be working on that. My credit card use, I need it to be down to 30% in order to even talk about trying to qualify for a house. My down payment is that we need down is going to be $3,600. This is how much they want in the bank. They told us too that is like kind of bad, because I was like, what if you do envelope systems? And they said you can't put lump sums in there without explaining where the lump sum is coming from. And this is where it gets tricky, because I have Section 8, And with Section 8, you can't have $36,000 or $3,600 in your bank account. If you have $3,600 in your bank account, you're screwed. And so I need to figure this out. But I mean, I'll save as much as I can, but it's hard. They have a financial planning class, and they kind of help you like start saving money toward the future and toward future goals. And I'm trying to get into that class right now, but with school, it's extremely hard. They usually have it on days where I literally have to either close the pharmacy, so once I get out of school, I can't do anything. But like I said, my job is closing, so again, I don't know. They also said that you have to have the same job for, at least 2 years. You can't leave your job. And I was like, oh, that's great. And then they were like, the next day, hey, we're closing our store down. So, and this is going to be the second store that's closed on me, guys. Oh my God. But yeah, we need a credit score of 620 in order to qualify. They said that you can have, I think it's like 540 or something, or 580, but they want it to be 620 or more, and that helps you with like your interest and all that other stuff. So that is a huge thing that I am going to be saving for. And then there are other things, like I want to build an emergency fund, right? They said that we should have about 6 months, I'm gonna say, of living expenses. And to be honest with you, even though house prices are insane right now, when you look at the housing calculator, it's like, oh, your mortgage is going to be $1,800 a month. And then you're sitting there like, really? Because if I get an apartment, I still got to pay $3,000 for a 2-bedroom or a 3-bedroom. Like, it's just ridiculous how much rent is compared to a mortgage. And I'm just like, I'm hurting. So I got to do this. I got to figure it out. Even if I have to go like sell crackers like in a parking lot and be like, can you please help me? I'm gonna have a little sign like, hey, I'm a nursing student. I also work 2 different jobs and I can't afford shit. Can you please contribute to me my needs? Like, I don't know what to do right now. So I know that these 2 right here are huge goals that we have to hit. And then the other one that I'm saving for is I have to save for my damn wedding, which is in 2026. And that's probably going to be about $10K. And I do not want to take out any loans for that at all. So we've been looking at venues. We've been looking at everything. But it's like some things are so expensive. It's so ridiculous. And so it might even be $15K at this point. And then I'm going to need a new car. And I'm going to have to get my kid a car so that way she could get to school. And it's just like, oh my God. So that's something that we got to work on. And then, yeah. I don't even know how much this is going to cost, like $7K plus. So, trying to figure that out. Alright. No. Where's my other paper? This is all from the home buyers class. And the other thing that I wanted to talk to you guys about before I do get off with you is I'm going to start some sinking funds, but I am going to put into action, I'm going to speak this into existence because these are my highest bills, and sorry guys, these are the ones that I have to 100% work on. If I don't, they're going to keep me where I am. The other ones are like, whatever, it's $35 payments, it's here, it's there, it's whatever. But these are the ones that are killing me, and these are the ones that, like, when I get income taxes, extra money is going to be thrown at these. I'm going to have to do savings challenges. Extra money is going to be thrown at these because I'm like, I got to do something. Okay? So the first one is I mixed these up when I was writing them down, and then I couldn't find my paper or, like, my whiteout. So it's messy, and I hate it, but it is what it is, okay? So my debt, Best Buy. This Best Buy is $1,700, okay? and then I pay $90 a month, and that right there is a little bit extra than I'm supposed to pay, because I think it's like $70 a month, but I need to pay more because my interest rate is insane. This Target one, my minimum payment is $75, but I owe them $1,902, and I have to get this one down as well. So I'm gonna have to do a thing where I'm actually making 2 payments a month to try to get these down. All right, the next one, it goes for these as well. The next one is the BJ's, which is $958.41. The minimum payment has been $40, but again, I'm going to have to start getting these down, even if like $20 a paycheck, and then divide it. I don't care if I'm spending an extra $5 to all these places. I gotta do something. And then the last one, the one that is killing me, is the AAA card, and this one is $2,823.29, and I am getting charged with $80 a month in interest. And so my payments are not even touching my balances at this point. So again, this is something that I have to work on. So it's not the easiest thing to do, but I have to be determined, and I have to get this done because I'm running out of time, guys. I'm running out of time. So these are like my monthly bills and how much I have to pay and things that I have to work on. Like, these are my credit cards, these are my monthly bills, these are my electric, gas, rent, all that other stuff. My one-time monthly fees, just all that stuff. I'm going to continue to keep tracking this, but this right here is my debt, and this is the most important thing that I'm going to have to work on. So please subscribe, give me some positive feedback, say a whole bunch of prayers, because I need to improve my life. And guys, I only have a little bit of time to do this. So I will definitely catch you in another video, because I'm going to be working on this. I'm going to be contributing to this, and I finally got my Cricut out of the box after it's been in there for 2 years. So hopefully I'll be making envelopes this weekend, and then I'll be able to to start cash stuffing, because I have been trying to save a little bit of money, but I gotta figure things out. All right, so this video has been long enough. It's 40 freaking minutes long, but I want to say I appreciate you guys so much. I love you guys so much, and I love this journey that we've been on together. I know sometimes I'm MIA, like, it's hard. Life is just so hard right now. And I'm not gonna go into details, because it's not just me struggling. Like, everybody is struggling. Everybody I talk to they're going through something right now. And so I feel like it's selfish for me to just like rant about everything, but I feel like I would need to be a role model, even if it's just for myself, and be like, look, like, you got yourself into this mess, you're gonna get yourself out of this mess, and you know what, you got a good community behind you that is going to be there with you every step of the way. And I appreciate you guys so much, and I appreciate that every single one of you who's been with me, especially since the beginning, is still with me, even though my channel is so sporadic and just all over the place like me. But I do love you guys, and I hope that you have a great week, and then I'll see you soon. Okay, bye friends.